A day in the life at Parker Baits HQ. We're going to be speaking to the head of bait production, which is Theo. He's going to be going over his production line. We're going to be speaking to Ian, which is head of operations, and also going over a lot of the logistics of the business. Obviously Tom himself, and he's going to be going over Tommy's tackle, and myself and Toby going over particle, and I'm going to touch on the lake behind me. So sit back, get yourself some Maltesers if you're feeling really fruity, and enjoy over an hour of Parker Baits HQ action.
Well, hello everybody, you've joined me over on the cooking side. Now, it's sort of around 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, and I've been in nice and early this morning preparing all of our base mixes and all of our eggs. Now, here at Parker Baits, if you weren't aware, we use fresh eggs, and these eggs really are fresh, they're beautifully clean. And the reason I mention about them being lovely and clean is because we use the whole shell as well. So every single bit of the egg gets used, which is very, very important. You've got a lot of calcium in the egg shell itself, so if that didn't go in there, that's absolutely imperative for skeletal growth for the carp. So if you want a big fish, it needs to have a big skeleton to hold it, and without getting that calcium, it can't do that. So that's why we use the fresh eggs. And you see there our buckets of freshly whisked eggs. We've got a very minimal amount of flavouring in our eggs, but it works out around 9 eggs per kilo. So yeah, plenty of eggs have been whisked up this morning. And yeah, like I say, they are fresher than fresh. And then I'll move over to our base mixes. Our base mix is also something that's made in-house, something that we're very proud of here at Parker Baits. Everything has the love, the care and the attention go into it. And you can see there, absolutely lovely. You've got 17 different ingredients in here. But in this base mix, this is our OG fish base mix, and that's what we're rolling today. As you can see in the background, I've probably got another 15, 16 base mixes in the back. And yeah, we're going to start thumping through this shortly, but a few of the ingredients that go in here that I absolutely love. One being is our CLO. Now CLO, if you didn't know what that is sort of cod liver oils, bird seed content, and it's absolutely lovely. It's got bits of cereal in there. Like when I say cereal, I mean like actual cereal, like frosted flakes, things like that. All different bits. You've got Niger seed in there. It's absolutely wonderful ingredient. In that one ingredient alone, there's about 7 different ingredients. So it's absolutely phenomenal. It's an amazing binder as well. So if you're trying to roll bait at home and you're looking for something to really pull that binding and give it a nice little bit of fleck, CLO is the perfect ingredient for that. So I'll move on to my next ingredient. And my next favourite ingredient that goes into it is Robin Red. Now you may be sat there saying, Theo, what is Robin Red? Now Robin Red is what makes our bait turn red. Now that is actually made with beetroot powder. Now before it was made with something different. There was all different things that it was made with, but it turned out it wasn't actually all that fish friendly. So they've changed it over. Now it is beetroot powder, which is absolutely lovely, and we don't use a little amount. A fair bit of that goes in, so again, absolutely lovely colour to the bait, makes it all lovely and red. And with us making our base mixes in-house, we can make sure that every ingredient that goes in is properly precise, and means that every batch looks exactly the same as the last. Now, as you've just seen, we've just loaded our base mixes and our eggs into the extruder, and I'm currently just running out the mix that's come through because I really want that bait to be as consistent as possible. So we run all of it out of our extruder, and yeah, we're just waiting for it to come through absolutely lovely and even, like so. And yeah, once it's all ready, that lot will go back into the top, and then we'll start making our bait. So one thing we get asked a lot is, your chops, how are they made? Now, as you can see, I've got my extruder on at the minute, and I haven't got a nozzle on. And I'm extruding out these long sausages like so. Now, we'll do these in all different sizes. We'll then steam them. They'll get dusted, just like our boilie. And then once they're dry, they actually go into a big industrial blender, which smashes them to bits and gives you all of those lovely little shapes that you're used to seeing. So are our chops offcuts? No, they're not. They're bespoke. It's the same mix, the same ingredients, the same flavourings, and the same love and passion that goes into it. And it is absolutely a favourite of mine. I will not go fishing without a bag of chops.
A little bit excited this morning. I feel like a kid at Christmas because Carp Green have sent me one of their absolutely beautiful cool boxes. Now, first impressions, I'm blown away. Yes, I've seen these at the shows. They're always at the shows. And here it is, the cool box like no other. Now, I do love this camo, first impressions, but it's got everything in here. Chopping board, you've got a little bit to put your fruit in to keep everything cool. Brad clearly pointed out there, don't put your children in here. Probably not going to end well. So there it is, a massive, massive, massive shout out to Carp Green. And the reason for that is I really do appreciate what you've done, and I'm looking forward to playing with this bad boy and putting it through his paces over the duration of the next couple of years for sure. This is something I'm going to be using, leaving in my van. I'm sure probably permanently. But Carp Green offer a wide range of different cool boxes in all different sizes as well. So make sure you go over to their social medias on the screen right now and check them out. I'm smiling, I'm happy, I've got my cool box.
Right, so I was going to say you join me back in my home, but this is actually our new home over here. As you're going to find out, the more this video progresses, is a lot has happened in the last 3 months. As a lot of you that follow us will know, we've been doing a lot of renovation, a lot of moving, a lot of new stuff coming in, a lot of exciting ventures. Now you're finally going to get to see the carnage of the last 3 months. No more holy ceilings in the background of the videos, no more dirty brick walls. We've done the full revamp. So I'm now currently located in what is the new packing side, which used to be Theo's old cooking side. We got rid of the dirty git next door because he makes a mess everywhere. But not only have we evolved down here at the factory, but we've evolved up and down the country as well. In this, I mean stockists and fisheries all over. Coming into the sort of early part of this year, I think we had on the books around about 45 fisheries up and down the country. Now we have just hit this week that lucky number 80. So what's nice with this year as well is we were starting to group a lot in certain areas, and we sort of started having a load of tackle shops here, a load there. As this year, we've expanded all around the country, so you're getting shops that stock Parker baits closer to your front door. Speaking of shops, the order I've got set out in front of me is for Lionsgate Camping and Caravan Park. This is part of the Wylands Fishery Group, and I've got a nice little order. I think this is the first order for them as well. They've gone for a top up of pellets, so you got your fruit and nut, you got your OG fish, and you got your mini mix, bit of boilie, some of the liquids. You got your monster crab flat spots with the new labels on, you got your fruit and nut, you got some bait sprays, hook baits, and the troublemakers themselves, the spoons. So we're going to get this one all boxed up and get this sent out to them. Previously, we've gone over, obviously, the scan and pack system. I've already scanned all this one on, so I've got everything. It's scanned, it's cleared. A few little updates that we've had going on. Obviously, a lot of you would have known that we got broken into a few months ago. As heart-wrenching as it was, you learn from things in life that happen to you. It's life lessons. So we have a new state-of-the-art CCTV system. Big Mike can't let one go down here without Tom picking it up on a sensor now. But as an addition to the security sensors, the alarms, the CCTV, we've actually inputted, I like to call them the fish eye, like the eagle eyes above us. So all our packing stations now have a camera system. What's this for? So every now and again you get an email, a phone call saying, oh, my order's turned up incorrect, something was missing out of my order. And 9 times out of 10 it could be an error, which is where the birth of the the scanning system started. So everything has to be scanned, as you would have seen in previous videos. But not only have we got that now, we've also got that. So every single item going into the box, not only does it get scanned with a time stamp, we can also use that time stamp off the scanning system to also go on there. So we can go, well, yeah, that when it left us, that was definitely in the box. It's just something that we can do to monitor any incorrect orders, not only for us, but for customers themselves. So yeah, everything's changed, everything's getting technical down here, but for the better. So like I say, we've got a load of boilie, a load of liquids, all going in one juicy little box down to Lionsgate Caravan Park. So what I'll do, when I've done this, I'll let Brad come and have a look how it's all been packed, neat and secure into the box. Isaac, mate, if you're watching this, just take a couple of recaps, mate. This is how a box should go out. Nice, neat. The last thing a customer wants is a messy parcel turning out. And not only does it look good, but it also prevents damages. The better and the more secure it's packed, the better it turns out to the customers. I like to put all my liquids in and then pack around them. So that is it, everything in, including the naughty little bad boys. And as you're placing orders now, as you will know, you've always had a business card in there. Still the same, every order, leaving Parker Baits and Tommy's Tackle will have a business card. If you've already got a big wedge of these, make sure you're handing them out on the bank to people asking, wow, what is that amazing bait you're using? You're catching absolute nossers when nobody else is. You can give them the business card. Your local tackle shop doesn't stock Parker Baits. Why? Give them a business card, say, give my friend Ian a call, he'll sort you right out. And also now, obviously with the launch of Tommy's Tackle, at this moment in time, you are getting leaflets in there. This will be changing, so sort of every couple of months, we'll be changing these up with different deals, so keep an eye out for them. So simple, so easy to use. Literally scan that QR code, take you straight to Tommy's site and upload this so you can go straight in. Welcome PB, 10% off. We've hit a level here. So everything's packed, nice, tight, secure, but we've hit a level. If I was to just close this up now, send it out, by the time 300-400 orders have gone in the back of the DHL van, they stack them on top of each other, that will give way, the box will break. Simple method on this is literally down the sides, straight in, you come in. A lot of boxes that we buy have got levels on them. So you can cut down to that level and it's already pre-folded. If you're trying to fold boxes, it's an absolute nightmare. So more and more orders you pack, you know what I mean? We probably pack near on, what, 700-800 orders a week each, minimum. As you start to do it, you start to see orders come through. You get to know what size box you need, what will fit where to go out the best. I know, unless something drastic happens, and there's a Royal Rumble in the back of the DHL or Royal Mail van, or it gets a good old five-a-side kickabout, this box should turn up exactly how I've sent it, purely because of the fact the tape wizard himself has done it right. And as always, this was actually a box that was delivered with Tommy's Tackle goodies in. So as you would have known from all our previous ones, we like to recycle as much as we physically can here. Not only is this good for the planet, for all you greens out there, but also helps us keep the price of shipping down. Shipping is getting extremely expensive. It's an absolute nightmare. Week on, week out, it's chopping and changing. We're trying to keep it as low as we physically can. And things like this, reusing packaging, like I say, it helps clearing up the mess. It's good for the environment and it helps us keep the costs down. That one all done, ready to go. All it needs now is, yes, every single item of Parker Baits is very fragile. The bigger ones and anything with liquids will have a fragile tape. And I'm not sure if this helps or actually gets them excited to have more of a kickabout and turn it upside down, but the this way up tape goes on. Again, this is mainly anything with liquid on, just helps it. We've done everything we physically can to make sure this box safe, secure, and is delivered correctly to your door. Moving on round here, obviously the new weighing machine, well, it's not new anymore, it's actually quite old, and it was probably one of the best bit of kits we ever purchased. We used to do everything by hand, absolute nightmare. I get 350 key in the top and another 50 key, that's 400 key. Leads, I don't even know where to start with leads. They've erupted. You're getting very, very good quality leads, including the new Magic Bullet there. This is like a hybrid between a distance and a heli lead. Since we stopped these a couple of weeks ago, they're flying out. I reckon at this moment in time, we're probably doing anything between 2,500 and 3,000 leads a week. It's gone absolutely crazy. But when you're getting a high quality, affordable lead like that, £1.25 for an individual or 10 for £10. You ain't going anywhere else for leads. You don't need to. So these are available on the Parker Bait store, TikTok, and also Tommy's Tackle. Oh, and something extra we've taken over that Tommy will touch up later. We have just hit eBay like a storm. eBay is absolutely taken off, but I'll let Tommy talk more into that.
If I am correct, this is our new evolved tackle stand behind me being offloaded at the moment. Really excited for this one. Bit of a new brand to the game, about 6 to 8 months old, I believe. Yeah, really excited. Looks on point, looks fantastic. We met the guys at the show as well, I must say. The stand looked awesome. The products look great, so I'm really excited to see how these sell on our website. Well guys, there is the header from the guys over at Evolve, and I must say their branding is on point. It looks proper pucker, and I'm excited to get it up and see what our walk-ins think about it. So yeah, let's get it up.
Had a big Christmas, didn't I, mate? So I'm on salads.
You don't even need a mic.
You don't even need a mic. Right, well, Ian's come up for air and finally he's gone on his lunch. So I'm going to squeeze in for my little bit here at Tommy's Tackle. Now, I know Ian's touched on a few things today. Everyone's took a sort of a shuffle up and gone into a different unit now. But yeah, welcome to Tommy's Tackle. Super exciting. Now, you'll notice there is a few things missing. There's a few header boards missing. It is a bit of a work in progress. It is a soft launch period at the moment. The official launch of Tommy's Tackle, although it is live, like I say at the moment, is on the 12th of July here at the Parker Baits Open Day, and we're super excited for it. So yeah, let me show you around. So just before I show you guys around, I thought I'd touch on a little bit more information about Tommy's Tackle. Now, as you can see behind me, we're fully loading the shelves with loads of terminal tackle gear. This is to service our walk-in customers, so when they're popping into HQ, grabbing their bait, they can also grab their end tackle at the same time. Not only do we service our walk-in customers, we also do the same online. And if you haven't already checked out the tommystackle.co.uk website, definitely have a look, because it's a super slick, fun experience that I don't think anyone else is really offering. So definitely head over to the website and check that one out. And as you guys know, we absolutely love TikTok, so definitely head over to our TikTok page and TikTok shop, because we're live all the time. Now, every product you see on the video takes a lot of time to upload, whether that's a barcode, a SKU code. Every single product you see on the video today has got to be uploaded, not only to Amazon, eBay, TikTok, our website, SKU codes, barcodes, weights, measurements, dimensions, everything has got to be uploaded. So that obviously takes a bit of time and quite a long process. So you'll see some really key items from different brands, brands that we've worked with for a long time, brands that we support, they support us. So there's really key products from some of the best companies in the game. So let's kick it off with Rigmarole. Now, these guys are absolutely brilliant. We always support each other at the shows. Now, kicking it off for me, and definitely one of the best sellers so far since the launch a few weeks ago, is the free fall tubing. Now, you can see a few gaps already popping up, and these are literally selling about 5-10 of these every single day at the moment in each colour. So yeah, fair play to the guys over at Rigmarole, because you've definitely created a bit of a unique product that's definitely selling well here at Tommy's. Next up is OMC. Now, these guys are releasing new products every single week, and our customers absolutely love them. But the standout for me, something that has been out for a little while now, is the Touch Me Up. Now, we've sold over 100 of these since the launch a few weeks ago. This is definitely a product that everyone should have in their armoury, perfect for sharpening up the end of the hooks just before you cast out. Well, it wouldn't be a tackle shop without ESP, would it? Now, I've had to order 4 times from these guys in 3 weeks, and I must say they're an absolute pleasure to deal with. Super fast deliveries and fantastic products that our customers love. Just to touch on a couple, as I've been doing on the other stands today, this is the new wet net sleeve from ESP, along with the wet net and retainer sleeve, which I've got here in front of me. Now, we've done loads of content of these on our social media, so definitely head over to our channels and check out those videos. Well, we are focusing on terminal tackle, but every single week we are expanding, so expect to see more luggage and accessories like what I've got behind me. But don't worry, if you don't see it in here, obviously we are limited by space, so we have got containers and warehouses around the farm that we will be filling with more stock. Well, the guys over at Gardner have always supported us as a family, and it'd be rude not to have them here at Tommy's Tackle as well. So a couple of key things for me is definitely the spin doctor, along with the carp care. Now, obviously it's the time of year, carp have just spawned or just about to spawn. Loads of people have been buying the carp care from Gardner. Now, this was a bit of a mad one because this went a bit crazy on socials. Definitely, if you haven't already, go check out our video on the Spin Doctor. This thing's been around for 20 years and we never discovered it. And yeah, and I think that was the case for a lot of people. Well, the guys over at Atomic have definitely gone against the grain on this one, and that bright blue that definitely pops. Now, a couple of standout ones for me has got to be their hooks. They're super sharp out the pack, and it has to be the Sabres, are our customer favourite at the moment. So this one's a new arrival for us, only arrived a couple of days ago. Now, we've gone for a little bit of like the accessory sort of range with this one, toasty makers, grill pan sets, bankside kits, bivvy lights, that sort of thing. Now, this is a great offering for us because we have got a lot of the younger audience, maybe newbies getting into carp fishing, maybe you want to save yourself some money. The guys over at NGT have definitely made an affordable range of gear that's 100% budget friendly and will definitely get you guys fishing. So the best sellers so far for NGT have definitely got to be the Chod/Zig bin, along with the bait scoops that I would show you, but they've sold out as well. It'd be rude not to touch on something that we offer ourselves. Now, if you are local to HQ or just driving past, definitely swing in and see us because we do offer our pick and mix now to our walk-in customers, the original and the best. The live streaming station is taking an absolute battering this bank holiday. We're now on Wednesday, we've had the madness of a bank holiday. I'd love to show you this full, but that's just not realistic. It never stays full, it gets hammered and orders going out all day, every day. So if you guys haven't already, definitely follow us on social media and certainly on TikTok because we're live all the time. You can save yourself some cash and get the best products in the game. And one last thing from me, guys, we've got loads of new customers offers over on Tommy's Tackle, so check out our website and sign up to our emails.
So whilst you've all been round having the tour of Tommy's Tackle and having Ian absolutely chew your ear off, I've been round here getting set up ready for the 14mm OG fish. Now, as you've just seen, we've finished off our chops for today and now we're on to the 14mm. So once the 14mm have come through our machine, they go onto trays like this, which are our special steaming trays. They've had their first stage dusting, they look absolutely lovely. And my steamer time has just gone, so I'm gonna get round there, open the door and show you what they look like. Now, I'm just releasing the pressure from my steamer and yeah, we'll have a little look in there and you can see them all bubbling away. Now, we don't actually use all of the room in our steamer, and the reason for that is our tumbler is only so big, so we can't overcook what we can fit in our tumbler ready for our second stage dusting. But I'll grab these trays out now, load them up into the tumbler, and then we'll show you our second stage dusting. So as you've just seen, we've just pulled them out of the steamer and they've gone into our tumbler. And this is where the magic happens. This is where that second stage dusting really comes to life. And we give a really, really good, generous helping of our special spice blend, which is literally unique to us. It's a custom blend. We spent months and months making this. Once that's gone in there like so, grab my lid, close it up, and now we leave that to tumble for a little while. So once that's finished tumbling, I'll bring you back over and I'll show you that next stage. So that's it. Our tumbler has now done its job. They've been in there for a very specific amount of time and they've come out and they're being dropped onto our drying trays. After that, I bring them over to our racks and they sit there and dry for a couple of days before being bagged. And don't they just look absolutely lovely? So you've seen the ins and the outs of the cooking side today. You've seen the chops, you've seen some 14mm, you've seen our new steamer and our tumbling process. And what else can I say? This is something that you've seen before, but I absolutely love showing you, and I'm sure you guys absolutely love seeing it. But I'm going to take you back over now to the other guys and you can see what they're doing.
We've had a little cheeky getaway. I've gone, Brad, let's get down by the lake. The sun's just come out and I'm fed up of looking at Mike all day. So we've had a cheeky 5 minutes. We'll do this next bit down by the lake. As of the theme today, we're doing what's new over the last 3 months. So to start that off, our new pure liquid food range. So there's 6 in the range. I know a lot of you would have seen this, the reels, the clips, we're talking about it, but I thought I'd give this little opportunity. Why the pure liquid food range? We wanted to try and unify everything as we've grown as a business. you've gone from buying a couple of 100 jars at the time to 20, 30,000, and using different companies, different amounts, storing 20,000 of each one in different amounts isn't feasible. It's just not. So we've brought everything into the same jar, brand new labels. Steve he spent a lot of time editing, doing the new labels for us here at Parker Baits. But let's go over the liquids first. So pure tiger nut, a silky smooth, sweet, a little bit more runny liquid, the creme de la creme, the peanut. Something that really gets me on this product, and I spend a lot of time talking to people at the shows on this, you open that up and it smells like peanut butter. So you expect it to taste like peanut butter, but it doesn't. It tastes like a sugary roasted nut. You know, like your honey glazed roasted sugar nuts. It tastes like that. So you're getting that, oh, the smell's one thing, tastes another. They are heat sealed. So even if the lid does knock off, you've still got them sealed there as well. And the salt, you get 600 grams of fine, high quality pink Himalayan rock salt, new fancy label, new bottle, and yes, you've got it right, still £2.50. We've not increased the price, we've just made it look better. And the dust, with the size of these lids as well, this one's actually open for you, that's perfect for a hook bake, a small mesh bag, your lead, you can soak it, you can literally double dunk, straight in one, into the other, you're double dusting, double juicing, absolutely incredible. But we feel as a company, it just gives it that final little edge. And it's not a new product over the last 3 months, but it's obviously something that's come back into play over the last 3 months, is your Monster Crab flat spot infused floaters. Off the back of last year's success of these, it was inevitable they were coming back. Obviously, you don't really get them feeding up. We did sell a few in the winter, which was quite surprising, but oh my God, are these gone. The shops have taken them. The orders that go out of these week in, week out. So we do 2 sizes here at Parker Baits. We do the 11mm and we do the 6mm, and we offer these in 2 size bags. You've got your 1 kilo bags, your 3 kilo bags. So there are our newest products, newest labels, newest bottles sort of thing over the last 3 months, and the return of these bad boys absolutely ripping it up and down the country. If you actually go on and have a look at the Manor video, which was a couple of weeks back on the Parker Baits YouTube channel, Steve, mate, can you whack the link to that one up at this moment in time, please? You'll see a lot of footage. Ben actually done really, really well off these. He goes into the in-depths of it, and see Brad behind the camera smiling. Yes, they were Brad's footage. The pictures, the videos are absolutely incredible. He's even got shots of it going under the water light. So make sure you head on over and have a look at that now. But for me, I think it's back to work before I get a telling off by Big Mike. I'll let you spend a little bit of time now with the man himself, Turbo.
Well, you've seen what's been going on. You've seen a bit of Theo, a lot of Ian, a bit of my brother as well. He's won over Tommy's tackle. And now you join me with my mate, particle man himself, Mr. Turbo. Now, my God, mate, I think we'll kick it off with the Parker's Particles has evolved a little bit over the last year, isn't it, mate? It's been a bit crazy.
Well, it's gone mad. There were 3 things. Can we provide a quality product?
Yeah.
Can we supply that is like, it's always there?
Yeah.
The customer...
The consistency's
Yeah. Customer can always say it, and consistency. Consistency in, if you look at these chili hemps up there, you can see consistent. They were made 3 days ago. These ones were made this morning, and the consistency in those, and that's about perfecting product again.
I agree.
And it's taken quite a few months to do it. If you look back, we had the Mutt's nuts, and we had buckwheat, hemp and maize.
We did.
So we refined the range a little bit. So that's where we've just brought in pure buckwheat. And the idea of the pure buckwheat was we looked around and we've tested it out a few times at the socials and stuff like that. You guys, I know you'd have seen me there, you know, piling in buckwheat when I can. I used it in France a lot as well.
You did.
And had some brilliant results on it. This is a sexy spot. So you can see here, I've got all these homemade tickets all sitting on there. The lads that are doing the packing know they've got to use this last. And then just on me left, if I just pan up, there's some up the top shelf there.
So what, 5 days old, 3 days old?
Yeah,
So the 5-day-old stuff will go out before, then the label will come off and then move on to the other stuff. So again, the consistency there, but they truly are getting a fresh product.
Friday that went up.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Every day I'll come in, get the stock sheet up, go into the inventory, and I can see then, okay, this is what's selling.
Yeah.
It's the shops as
well.
well.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So
massive.
the shops now are coming in. They can take 20 jars. I mean, we've got some big shops that take they'll take 15 jars at a time of one particular, and then all of a sudden I've got to look at it and go, okay, I can add another hemp in this week.
No, 100%.
I can do another buckwheat.
And when he says hemp, he
etc.
means like, I add another 50 key, which then evolves into 75 key.
Yeah.
So you're not talking small amounts. And I think, again, from my perspective, or a customer's perspective, you've got that mind reassurance when you're buying from Parker's Particles, myself, Tobes, the family, you're not having particle that's been sat there for bloody months on the shelf. This was cooked Friday. This was cooked Tuesday, did you mention? You truly are getting a fresh product. And that's what makes us stand, I think, away from the rest, if you like.
So what I will say, and I'll guarantee you this now, okay? All the time I've got the materials and I've got the containers to put them in, you'll always be able to order part of particle because it'll be on that website. It won't be coming off, whatever. So you can trust that. When you use our particle and you need it again, you'll be able to get it. Part of Particles does exactly what it says on the jar.
Right, so a little bit of a change of scenery. Now you join me down Parker Baits HQ Pond, we call it here. Now some of you may or may not be aware that obviously Parker Baits, we're very fortunate. On site here, we've actually got our own lake. Now, as a family, we actually dug this lake around, I think it was 13, 14 years ago. Now, I remember when Dad and I, we dug the lake and we thought, there it is, it looks wicked, ½ acre in size, and it didn't hold the water. After, let's just say, being financially crippled by buying a lining, and that's what obviously evolved into what it is today. So then it naturally holded water straight away, but it cost a lot of money. 10 years on, I said to my dad, I said, look, we've got too many fish in there. We've acquired fish over the years, we've bought fish over the years, whatever that may be. The biomass was completely out. Now again, some of you may or not be aware, we dropped a video at the Parker Baits YouTube channel probably about 2 months ago when I'd done a full insight of the netting, and obviously us basically cleaning it all out. We were overgrown with reeds, the margins weren't great. Jez, again, a family friend, has been spending days down here, not hours, days down here, refining the lake, cutting it all out so it looks beautiful, but not going too far, because obviously being that it's a line lake. And then we stocked these fish. We stocked around 30 fish at the beginning of the year. And funny, because I've walked up with Brad behind it. There they are, there's the C2s, there's the C2s that we put in. I'm like, there's the fruit shoot fully. There's that one, because we've named all the lake. It was all really exciting on the day. Call me sad, but I really do get off on seeing our lake evolve, but not just the lake evolve, the fish within it now. We've got that biomass crack on. So what have we changed since you've seen us last on the video of the lake? We feed it now on a regular basis. I mean, every day it gets fed. I'm not going to go into great depth. Maybe that's another story another time. The main thing for me is the biomass has been completely sorted out. I've mentioned that already a second ago, but what that's done and made happen or saw occur is the colour change in the water. We've no longer got chocolate soup or chocolate milkshake, if you like, because before it was very coloured, the water. Now it's getting clear and clearer and clearer, and I'm actually seeing that on a weekly basis. That makes me sort of prouder to a degree, because I've been saying to Dad for ages, the biomass is wrong. He's like, yeah, we can't get rid of fish, Ben. The lads love catching the fish. But I said, yeah, but that's not how it's going to evolve, Dad. Them fish are never going to move on. So me and my brother got our heads together, obviously purchased these fish, and we've got a feeding program now. The biomass is spot on. And I'm telling you now, them fish that I see a minute ago ain't what they went in at. And they've had a spawn already. So that's, exciting is a little bit of an understatement. Let's just say that I truly am buzzing for the netting. We're also looking to purchase another couple of fish come October, but I don't want to say too much. I've already said too much. My brother's going to tell me off for that. But there it is, Parker Baits HQ Lake. Now, maybe you are one of the lucky people that's got a ticket for the open day, and if you have, kids under 16 years old get an opportunity, as long as they come over, sign on straight away, they get an opportunity to come over and have a little bit of fish. Imagine catching one of our C2s that was stocked this year. How exciting would that be for the younger generation? But not only that, for the older generation as well. It's a very family day, if you like. You can come down, just enjoy being at Parker Baits HQ. We've got shows on, meaning I do a couple of little talks on the bait production. We go over key products. There's even a game on site. We've got Terry Edmonds on the field casting to help refine your casting. You know, how exciting is that? And I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to say too much because I know probably people watch this by the time this video's out, them tickets will be definitely sold out, if I'm honest with you. There's a handful of tickets left, and I'm sure they're already gone by the time you're watching this. So sorry to put a low blow on you, but make sure you keep your eyes out for next year's Parker Baits Open Day. So there it is, a little bit more of the lake, something that truly makes me happy, and something I can't wait to just see evolve over the next decade. What can we create in such a small little pond? Half acre in size, could we produce a 40-pounder? How wicked would that be? So there it is. I hope you liked it. Something a little bit different, a little bit more of an insight into what happens here on a daily basis at Parker Baits HQ, even though we've only just touched the sides. But like I said, something a little bit different, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got something in your head that you would like to see on the next vlog, get in the comments down below. Let me know what you want to see. But for now, enjoy your evening. And if you did have any cheeky Maltesers at the beginning of this video, fair play to you, because I might have some myself in a minute. Only joking. So there it is. Give us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward. And I'll see you all very soon. Peace out. Today you join me at Parker Baits Open Day 2024, big news. And what we're going to try and do is I'm going to try and bring on my journey a little bit. Although this is going to be a very small video, we're going to touch on what's happening here at the Parker Baits Open Day. Peace out and enjoy the video.
Oh, here we go.